Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody gonna get it started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And the Vikings.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Running from the pistol, it's Chandler. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he will have that first down. Taking his chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
13 yards.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
To the air once more is McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jacob Martin into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Looking down the field. That ball's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, it's world record time for this Viking field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drop right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Come on. Back to 60.
And he'll get nothing here. That's the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you, that is not how they wanted to start this drive. Vikings to get blown up at the point of attack. There was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Get out of my way, get your talking face. Out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way.
Three. Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Daniel. A short one there. He's got Ertz. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. Third down coming up.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready, ready.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Stretch the eagle, stretch the eagle. 19, please. Go.
They'll go, and Krusty Merritt has it. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
On play action, Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. A screen set up for Krusty Merritt. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down. Daniels with a give to Krusty Merritt. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that street. Pat the 60.
They'll throw with Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. Defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Has caught. That's Lane. To the pylon, he's in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Commanders 7, Vikings 3.
Give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key. Wait till me. Wait till listen. Wait till Wait till listen. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team.
to kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Trap 60, let's go. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the
A
Vikings
big play
first
for
down.
Minnesota. 37
First and
yards.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
13
First
yards
hit for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Look wide, get this one complete.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
Ready? 60 Eagle. Ready?
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead?
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On the ground, this is Chandler. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A gain of 1. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Cougar 19.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Vikings have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
60 Eagle. Ready?
On second down, it's Daniel. That one is brought in. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Sinnott, the man in motion. Daniels now on first down. Samuel has it working in the middle. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. And Sinnott was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Throwing again. Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get a conversion on third down. The air again is Daniels. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. Then it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Third down, 3 to go.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Daniels gonna throw again. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 27.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Had the defender body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Check, smash. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Grosky Merritt. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, Reed. Ready.
Grosky Merritt to run again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
3rd down and 9.
Panther Street. Ready.
Now Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but it appears just to be a few inches short.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Good work to get the 1st down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that 1st down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
Viking 18. Cowboy 18.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Commanders. On is Moody to add the extra point.
Moody for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Commanders move out in front by the score of 17-3. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hopkinson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Check go.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That'll be incomplete. So they go for the trickery, but it does not work out. And it's going to be fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Here's Lee. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
On first down, Daniels gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 31 yards.
So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Big Lion.
On first down, Krusty Merritt has it. Open space inside the 10. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Washington, first down. First and goal, Washington.
Here's Daniels. Mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Let's go now. 60, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
He'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Washington. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Commanders.
Hey, check that. Street. Here we go.
Start the drive with Krusty Merritt. And he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a big up of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4.
Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
This looks like a design run. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
foot. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
This secondary, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He's going to try it here again. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.